Okay, so the next one says write a polynomial function of at least degree that has real coefficients with these zeros. So here are the zeros. Each one of these is going to give you a factor. So this guy gives you x plus 3 because that'll give negative 3 will make that 0. This one will give you x minus 3. And this one will give you x minus 2. So I would multiply the first two together because they're like pretty much the same. Now you can multiply it like this, or you can just know that this is x plus 3 and x minus 3, so it turned out to be x squared minus 9. It's a difference of squares. And then you're going to multiply that by this, so you have x cubed minus 2x squared minus 9x plus 18. And so then you look at your answers and you see that that is this guy right here. All right. Describe the end behavior of the following function. So the end behavior, if you remember, is off of degree. So let's talk about that for a second. So this is even. So we had even versus odd. Even behaves like a parabola. So up if it's positive, if its leader is positive, and down if its leader is negative, down, down. And odd behaves like a line, down, up if it's positive, and up, down if it's negative. So this one's even, and in front we have a positive 1. So this is even positive. So even positive would be up, up. So up, up, let's see what would sound like up, up the most. Rises to the left and rises to the right. Rises, rises. That's obviously up, up. This one is even, the highest exponent, and then it has a negative in the front. So actually, let's make this orange. Even. So, but it's going to be even, so that means it's like a parabola. And then it's going to be negative in front, so that means down, down. So it's going to be falls to the left. Is it falls to the left and rises to the right? No. That would be like this, which is odd, okay? So it's going to be falls to the left, falls to the right. That's going to be down, down. Falls to the left, falls to the right is the same as down, down. So you have to also decide what is related to your answer. State the maximum number of turns. So the maximum number of turns, you take your degree and you subtract 1. So the degree is the highest exponent. So we look at the highest exponent, and that is 5. So we're going to take 5 and subtract 1. So that would be 4. Sketch the graph of each function. So let's think. So this guy is odd, and it has a positive number, positive 1. So we have odd, positive. So it relates like a positive line. So it would be going something like this. So down, up. So this guy's not going down, up. This guy's going down, up. So this is possibility. This guy's not going down, up. And this guy's a possibility. So far we only have 2 possibilities. Okay. So now let's look at our y-intercept. Y-intercept. Y-intercept is when you put a 0 in for x. So let's put a 0 in for x. We have 0 cubed minus 4 times 0 squared plus 6. When it's in standard form, it's really easy to put a 0 in. So this is gone, so we just have 6. So 0, 6. So this guy hits at 6. Well, this hits at 6, so that looks pretty good so far. This does not hit at 6. Can you guys see how that does not hit at 6? So that cannot be an answer. So just by the y-intercept and the end behavior, we have B. Okay, so we're always going to start with end behavior because it's an easy thing to start with. So we're going to look at this and we're going to say, okay, so this guy is negative and it's an odd. So odd negative. So it behaves like a line that's going negative slope. So this is going to be up, down. So up, down. So this is definitely up, down. So this is a possibility. This is up, down. So that's a possibility. This is up, down. So that's a possibility. And this is up, down. So that's a possibility. So that didn't really help us at all. Now let's look at the y-intercept. So y-intercept is when we're going to put a 0 in for x. So we put a 0 in for x. 0 cubed minus 7, 0 squared minus 15, 0 minus 13. So if we put a 0 in for x, we get a negative 13 out. So 0, negative 13. So this guy is going to hit up here somewhere. So this is not going to hit down there. This guy might hit down here somewhere. So this is a possibility. This guy hit at negative 4, so this is not going to work. This guy hit at negative 6, so this is not going to work. So this is the only one that had the possibility to hit at negative 13. So that is the one that I would have picked. Okay, so this says evaluate the function at the given value. You guys, this is a really long function. I would use synthetic. So this says that I'm going to put this guy right here, in here, and I'm going to use all of these coefficients. 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 10, 16, and negative 14. So 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 10, 16, and negative 14. And then my answer is going to be down here in Romeo's window. So here we go. Bring it down. Multiply 2 and 6. So we get 12. Add going down, and you'll get 5. Multiply, you'll get 10. Add going down, you get 2. Multiply times 2, you get 4. Add going down, you get a negative 6. Multiply by 2, you get negative 12. Add going down, you get 4. Multiply, you get 8. Add going down, you get negative 6. So negative 6 is our answer. So we're going to go negative 6. State the excluded values. So excluded values are the numbers that make the denominator 0. Okay, so when would 45m plus 54 equal 0? When would that happen? Well, when m equals, both of these things have a 5 in them, so that would be a 6. Actually, they both have, let's see, sorry. So, let's see, both of them have a 5 in them. No, they both don't have a 5 in them. Both have a 9 in them. So the 9 times... So 9 times 5 and 9 times 6. And so we'll end up with negative, because this is a negative 54. 6 over 5.